Welcome to Holic Police Dashcam. Are you ready for what's about to unfold today? Things are absolutely wild. From a group of young guys throwing away their freedom for some pointless guns, to a stolen Kia Optima that took 11 bullets trying to flee with a robber. And that's not all. One criminal got his wish after swearing he'd never return to Florida alive. Plus a motorcycle pursuit hitting nearly 200 miles per hour and some of the cleanest PT maneuvers you'll ever see. The madness is real, and it's all in this video. Go full screen. This is about to get started.
Speed low over 90, medium traffic.
Atlanta, Georgia, February 28, 2025. A frantic 911 call reports an armed carjacking at 96 Lakeview Dr. Nia, carried out by a group of armed teens. A citywide bolo is issued. Sirens scream through Atlanta as officers race to intercept. What happens next will shake the city. At 2:42 p.m., officers from the AC unit spotted the suspect's vehicle. The driver repeatedly signaled for a turn but never actually stopped. What was he planning for his next move? Things spiraled out of control. Officers executed two back-to-back PED maneuvers, sending the suspect's vehicle spinning like a windmill.
Send it, Jazz, I got it. Send it. Second pit, stand by, boxing.
Guns flew out the window like dandelions in the wind. But this isn't a meadow, it's a crime scene, and cameras never forget.
They're throwing guns out. Box them, watch out, Jazz.
No more hesitation. Cruisers swarmed in, boxing them tight. Inside, 5 stunned robbers panicked, arguing whether to run or surrender. But before they could decide, guns were at the windows. Game over. No injuries. No escape.
Okay, don't reach for anything. Keep your hands up. Okay?
Elijah Boyd was arrested for fleeing and eluding, while Rockerez Tompkins faces charges of illegal weapon possession. Marcovius Walker and others are detained at least on accomplice charges. The investigation continues. Their parents may have had high hopes with those names, but naming alone doesn't shape one's future. Police received a report of an armed carjacking. By 5:11 p.m., NOPD officers located a white Kia Optima parked beneath the North Claiborne Avenue bridge near Poland. Officers approached on foot and gave verbal commands for the suspect to exit the vehicle, and a dangerous situation began from there.
Right there, in the middle. Two cars trying to make their way up to the Kia. They're seeing what's going on. Now get somebody on this side over here.
Hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Open the door!
In a split second, he rammed the Optima into nearby vehicles, striking one officer, then slamming into a second while fleeing. In response, 3 officers opened fire, unleashing 11 loans at the fleeing vehicle. Chaos unfolded in an instant.
We're up the bridge.
Put your hands up! Open the door!
If they go bail out, I'm going to let you go.
Despite being loaded with 11 bullets, the car escaped the chaos. However, justice caught up with him. Based on evidence and suspect identification, Dominic was arrested on February 12, 2025, and now faces serious charges, including 2 counts of attempted murder for assaulting a police officer with a vehicle. June 2024, I-40, Tennessee. A license plate reader flagged a stolen Chevy Tahoe tied to a Florida murder. The driver, Christian Ramos Murillo, vowed never to return alive. As he crossed into Tennessee, troopers and deputies closed in, setting the stage for a deadly showdown.
Stop the fucking car!
Police signaled him to stop, but he hit the gas, triggering a prolonged pursuit. With THP and Knox County deputies in tow, he calmly weaved through traffic, never exceeding 85 miles per hour, a strangely composed move for a man on the run.
Going east going to be covered up by that CMB.
The officers were ready, spike strips in place just waiting for his tires. But to their surprise, he dodged them. With every reckless move, he was stacking charges against himself and he didn't even know it. He even threw a magazine containing one clip out the window. Things were getting heated quickly.
Some object out the window, appears to be 379 over 6. Sure if that's going to be any evidence or not. Just now swerved over in front of all the traffic there on the right, now he's moving back. If you want me to try to go up to the 640 square, you'll be continue up to the 270. Just whatever you think. He's not from here. He doesn't actually know most likely where he's going. They said he was headed to Arkansas. 382 over 8. He's in the number 2 lane, 78 miles an hour. We've got moderate traffic to our right. Number 3 and number 2 lane are wide open. I'm going to try to go up to the 275 split right now. Just because they have that concrete wall right there that I get behind.
Like a gust of wind, the patrol car surged forward, slamming into the suspect's rear bumper. The vehicle spun out, climbed the median, then slid down, stranded. Seconds later, backup boxed it in. Nowhere left to run.
Crystal pit. Obviously, crystal pit.
From the driver's seat, Murillo raised a semi-automatic pistol and opened fire. 4 deputies and a THP officer fired back. Nearly 70 rounds lit up the night. Murillo was hit multiple times, collapsing into the back seat with the gun still in hand. Amid the chaos, officers rushed to rescue passenger Mario Moya, miraculously unharmed. A case that consumed 70 rounds of ammunition highlights the extreme danger involved. Police acknowledged that no case had ever used so many bullets. Thankfully, no officers were injured. And Cristian Elod Ramos Murillo kept his vow he would never return to Florida alive. March 4, 2024, Interstate 75, Florida. At 4:41 p.m., Trooper Shira attempted to stop a white Dodge Charger with blacked-out windows near MM53. Instead of complying, the driver fled at high speeds, sparking a dangerous multi-county pursuit. The suspect drove like he had nothing to lose, recklessly and dangerously at speeds exceeding 105 miles per hour, weaving between lanes and jumping curbs. In a desperate move to escape police, he fled Tucker's grade, then sped back onto I-75, sending the chase into high gear. He steered through lanes with precision, dodging traffic like a pro. This wasn't his first high-speed run, you could tell. Every move screamed experience. The chase reached its climax when the suspect's vehicle collided with Trooper Prosper's patrol car, sending both off the roadway. Coming to a stop in a dry ditch, suspects Tobias Cody and Roosevelt Williams were swiftly arrested with marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and a loaded handgun recovered from the vehicle. Tobias Cody faces multiple serious charges, including aggravated fleeing and battery, while Roosevelt Williams faces drug-related charges. After receiving medical clearance, Cody was jailed, and evidence such as a loaded Hagnan and marijuana was recovered. A decisive high-speed pit ended the chase, yet the aftermath was strangely calm. Clearly, this officer was finely trained. Today's lucky crooks can even talk about tomorrow as they're carted off.
Yeah.
7:51 p.m. I-40 East, Tennessee. A quiet Monday night was shattered when Officer Dylan Evans spotted a Dodge Charger speeding. The driver, Brandon Williams, denied using marijuana, but the strong, unmistakable odor told a different story. What else was he hiding?
Final stop location. We're just over the top of the MLK overpass. Eastbound. Trooper Evans, Arkansas State Police, I'm out with you for speed. Got you at 83 miles per hour when you're coming at me. Have your license, registration, proof of insurance. Sir? Okay. How much marijuana do you have in the vehicle? Do you have any firearms inside the vehicle? Go ahead and turn your car off for me. Step back here in my car.
In an instant, calm turned to chaos. The Dodge Charger roared down I-40 at over 140 miles per hour, weaving recklessly through traffic as the suspect showed complete disregard for public safety. Seizing the moment, Trooper Wright nailed a textbook TVI, pinning the suspect's front end. Desperate, the driver tried shoving Wright's unit aside, but Evans slammed in from behind. Trapped, cornered, helpless. It was over. Even the bag of weed betrayed him in that moment. For someone who's clearly practiced his football throw, that aim was embarrassingly off, landing the evidence right in view of the dash cam, practically screaming, "I'm right here." What a spectacular fail.
I got better fucking stay there. It's on.
Got it.
1050.
Clear the net. Next to 11. Get up.
I'm in close, decent.
Put your chest on it.
Yes, sir.
Williams was arrested without incident after a high-speed chase. A small bag of marijuana and a digital scale were found during the search. Charges include fleeing, reckless driving, and possession of drug paraphernalia and marijuana with intent to distribute.
42nd.
I-430 South, Little Rock, Arkansas. A speeding Volkswagen Passat with fake Texas plate stops at a red light, then bolts as it turns green, weaving through traffic and triggering a high-speed chase. What is she hiding?
Took the 4 up 430 South, Texas. Holic Police Dashcam 2114 BXT 2114 on a Volkswagen.
Back to expire on a Toyota.
Volkswagen out of Texas.
The suspect pushed recklessness to the extreme, racing at 90 miles per hour in a 35 zone, swerving into oncoming traffic and blowing through red lights. The road eerily empty, almost seemed to cheer her on.
Turn on the way.
A sudden bump made everyone's heart skip a beat, but she calmly kept speeding forward. It was truly concerning. Number 32. She didn't stop. Instead, she led officers through a maze of narrowing roads, each turn tighter than the last. Where was she headed? No one knew, but the danger was only growing. Unbelievably, she led police into a dead end near Rutgers and Holt, then jumped a wooden fence and vanished into the trees. Officers wasted no time and gave chase into the woods.
Still Malloy at 37. He's going to red light. First to the stop sign. 36, return.
I'll call it on secondary.
South.
Right on 40.
The chase ended in a dead end near Rutgers and Holt. Logan crashed through a fence, fled briefly, then ran back to grab a child from the driver's seat. Officers secured the child. Logan was cuffed, but slipped free before being taken down again.
Cuz we got a whole nother situation going on. I know. Ain't nobody. I wasn't gonna run. I was telling you to follow me. I didn't even have my jacket. Can you help, bro? I swear to God on my life.
Logan fled from police, citing fears of a warrant, a suspended license, and road rage. Inside her unregistered vehicle, no drugs or weapons were found, but a child's car seat was on the floor. She faces charges of reckless endangerment, fleeing, and child endangerment.
2142.
September 29, 2023, I-30 Arkansas. A black motorcycle blazed down the interstate, nearly doubling the speed limit and ignoring every order to stop. Witnesses said, "It looked like he wanted to crash into someone. What could drive someone to ride like they had nothing to lose?" At milepost 2, the suspect sped past at high speed. Sirens blared, but he didn't stop. He faked a turn, stopped at a red light as if he were complying, then hit the gas as soon as the cops pulled out, disappearing like a ghost, mocking the law as he fled.
What's the speed?
81. Slow down, 75. Shootouts, always happen.
Get in front of it or try to slow it down and push it to the shoulder.
And 2142. Be advised, wait until get the lead on that.
He slammed the gas, blasting past 100 miles per hour, his vehicle rattling as it weaved through traffic. Every swerve sent shockwaves through nearby drivers, each second a white-knuckle moment on the edge of chaos.
Black Harley. It's not
advised, go ahead and try to get it stopped at the
and made a hand signal, a signal for him to slow down. Maybe this time he accepted.
Go ahead and try to get it stopped at the
Oh no, that was the plan all along. The cops took the bait. He whipped the car into a U-turn, pulling a reckless stunt on a traffic-packed road. Total chaos.
I'm back on the radio.
Going back eastbound line.
So go back in, I'll ship down.
A lone motorcycle was battling giants, holding its own against roaring semis. Refusing to fall behind, the rider tore across the grass to get ahead, leaving stunned truckers gripping their wheels in disbelief.
Trying to help me out and get him stopped.
The chase peaked as the motorcycle went airborne after a rear impact, slamming into the grass in dramatic fashion. The suspect begged, "Don't shoot. I have a daughter," but his reckless ride showed he was ready to risk it all.
Don't shoot me, please. I got a daughter. All right. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. I got a daughter. Please help me, okay? I got a daughter. I love her. Get live, man. Coming, Myrtle. What's your problem? Man, I'm just going for a joyride, that's all. I don't have no drugs. Put this knee up under you. You're gonna get up on that knee, you okay? I'm sorry, I can't get up.
You had plenty of time before then to pull over.
I was afraid you was gonna take me.
Was thrown from his motorcycle and handcuffed, with a loaded Smith & Wesson in his belt. High on drugs and hallucinating from an unknown drug, he now faced charges of reckless driving, operating under the influence, weapons possession, and endangerment. His reckoning had begun.
We just pulled into the gas station.
January 14th, 2025, 2:13 a.m., Chillicothe, Ohio. A marked Dodge Charger patrol car was stolen from right outside the state patrol post. With GPS tracking enabled, Ohio State troopers launched an urgent pursuit through the dark. What came next? Pure adrenaline. Don't blink.
Brownsville. Compton, Baptist, passing the 8. No traffic, he's left the center. Speed 68. Still no traffic, still southbound. Speed's 88. Speed 65. Still southbound. No traffic, he's maintaining his lane. Passing Freedom Road Church, I believe, here. Left the center. Left the center. Just past one car. We're still south. Yeah, he's back in his lane now. We have oncoming traffic. They pulled over. We're past them. No,
The suspect ignored police commands, drove south on SR 7072, then suddenly turned off at a gas station and sped north toward Chillicothe without hesitation.
Let's say we're going northbound. Headed northbound. He is signal 100. Back in his lane. Oh, he's just about lost it. Okay, we're northbound. Coming up on a car. He passed. I'm passing. It's clear. Still northbound. Speed 65.
The wide, empty road made him believe he could get away. He drove that car like it was his, confident, untouchable, like the highway was his personal runway.
Speed 60. He is left of center. Back in his lane. Left of center again. Speed still 60. Passing, black run. Black run. If you can try and get the city, see if we can get some spikes. Speeds are 50. Northbound at the 5. Northbound at the 5.
Where's 391 now? Still behind you?
He's on my...
Where's 391 now? Still behind you?
He's on my tail.
Okay.
Passing Heartwood and Windy Ridge. Speed 65. Speed 65. Speeds are now 80. Speeds are now 80. Northbound at 6. Speed 70.
Bold pits are usually the go-to move, but not this time. Officers held back, choosing patience over wrecking their own units, waiting for a safer takedown. Smart strategy or missed opportunity.
Any updates on CDP to your SF?
He's left the center. Back in his lane. Just inside the city. It's just north of Cooks Hill.
Going on first, going on first.
Get them off our radio.
We can't stop.
Traffic's going from car 391, for unit 391.
Okay. Left the center again, no traffic. Speed's 90. I'm coming up on Huntington Lane, Patton Road,
Huntington Lane.
Cooks Hill. We're coming up on the bridge. I'm backing down.
RES backing down behind you.
Imagine stealing a police car, then hopping on their own radio to talk trash. Bold move or just pure stupidity.
Show your hands! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car now! Reach in with your right hand and unbuckle the seatbelt and then bring it back out. Reach in with your right hand, unbuckle the seatbelt, and bring it back out. Climb out the window. Get on the ground, now!
Tire deflation device worked. bringing the stolen patrol car to a halt. Officers swiftly took 44-year-old Tommy Cantrell Jr. into custody without resistance. He was then transported and booked into the Ross County Jail.
Not moving. Yeah, it's Tommy.
How are you feeling today? Pretty wild stuff, right? Which video was your favorite? Drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I promise, the next videos are going to be even better, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.